Hi, happy Friday. I just wanted to do a little video as for me personally this week, I just felt like a little ungrounded, and we have had a big new moon on Tuesday, but I've just felt like unsettled in myself and a little dysregulated, and no matter how much I've tried to come back to the breath, to the silence and stillness beneath the mind, it still felt like I haven't really felt fully in alignment with myself. And sometimes you just know. And I also feel like the more you start to meditate and the more you start to really deeply connect to this presence, it's like your body is able to tell, becomes a lot more sensitized to when you are unable to stay in that space, or when you're going into story or future or past more, because you realize what like stillness feels like, and so much obvious when it's not still. And I woke up this morning, my health has been really bad as well, and I was just like really exhausted, and I was like, okay, I need ground, I need nature, I need to come back to Sophie, to this kind of like, to our essential light beneath the kind of crazy stories of the mind. So I went for a walk. Thank goodness for nature. And it's beautiful sunshine today. And I just went and meditated. And even as I was meditating and sitting on the tree, I was like, like, just I felt like there was almost like this shadow over my essence or light, and it was fine. I was finding it really hard to connect back to it. And that can sometimes happen. That's just, sometimes it's also energetic, sometimes it's karmic, sometimes it's in alignment with the moons and it's shifting something deeper. And my first thing was kind of like, what can I do about this? Okay, let's pray, let's bring in the angels, let's violet flame it. If you know me well, I always do that. But it was, my immediate reaction is like, hey, how can I fix this? What do I need to do about this? Where is this coming from? Trying to like really understand it and go even more into the story. And instead I just kind of sat, and I just decided, okay, drop all story, drop all needing to change and fix this almost feeling like misalignment in my energetic system and mental body and physical body. And I just dropped it all, and I just was like, okay, can I just stay with what is actually occurring in this moment? What are the sensations I'm feeling? I was like, okay, tightness in the head. I'm getting over a concussion still. Tightness in the head. I was like, okay, can I just stay with that? Noticing the thoughts come in, oh, it's scary, oh, it's dangerous, or what if something's wrong, what if something's bad happening? Okay, drop the story, come back. What are the sensations going on in the head? Can I feel my breath coming in and out through my nose? Can I feel the tree beneath me? Can I sense the silence around me? Back into story. Oh, I still feel out of kilter. Okay, no, back. What am I actually feeling in this moment? Okay, back to sensation. What I found after doing this for a little while, probably like 10 minutes, is I started to feel that essence again. And it wasn't through trying to fight the story or fix the story or work out what is going on, but I just felt what is actually going on. What can I just drop everything the mind's trying to create, even if it comes from a good place, even if it's trying to fix and ultimately get to a space of healing. It's still keeping you kind of up here. And so I was like, okay, how can I just be here? And I was minded, I did a post this time last year, and it comes up on Facebook, and it's like, this 1 year ago today. And it was like, you can always handle right now. You can always handle whatever is occurring in this moment. What you can't handle is this kind of story that the mind creates, whether it's a projection into the future or it's trying to hold on to the past. And I noticed that around my health. It's like, oh God, am I going to die? Oh God, what's this mean? And yes, take action if action needs to be taken, but take it from a space once you've connected more deeply to the presence beneath the fear. Because it's going to be much more proactive when it comes from that place, rather than the mind being like, oh my God. And so I just wanted to share that because I feel I've spoken to a few people this week as well, and it's felt like stuff is coming up for people. And I would just encourage you. It was a great lesson for me this morning around like, okay, all I need to do is be with the sensations right now. And naturally through being with them, there's an innate healing potential and presence that comes with being present, like even just staying with each of the sensations. And it takes discipline at first because you have to really stay with them. So I'm like following the pain is still just a story. So following the sensation, what is pain? Can I drop into the sensation even deeper? And really moving into it, just not stopping, just keeping watching it, feeling it as it changes. And naturally things will start to shift on their own. The mind trying to fix the mind can only go so far. But when we kind of allow ourselves to come back. And I would just say the 3 things that helped me today: nature, breath, sunshine. Even though I know most of us living in England who might be listening to this, very little sunshine sometimes. But nature, we can do just a tree. And go sit under a tree. Even in London, you can go sit near a tree on your lunch break or some sort of break. And breath, the breath is always there. It never leaves us until we've left. So that's always an option to come back to, the breath. And just really staying with the breath. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nowhere else you can be but here. So just seeing if you're having one of those days and your mind's trying to control and fix in its sweetness and innocence. See if you can drop that and just stay exactly with what is coming up in your system. Sensations, just all the sensations. Follow the one that's most potent for you, that you can most feel, and just follow that. Stay with that. Breathe into that. Naturally, things will start to change. It's a paradox of change, which we learn in therapy, that change doesn't come through resisting the now. A lot of us try to change by resisting what is. We're like, this shouldn't be happening. I want something else. But actually, change comes from embracing what is actually occurring, fully accepting it, recognizing this is just what is right now. And from that place, change can then happen. So I hope this was helpful in some way. I just wanted to share it because it felt really true for me today. And I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Okay, bye.